Good morning. Parshat Tisa speaks about on the one hand, the very sad description of the catastrophe that befell the Jewish people. Not befell, they also, we caused it. That there was the Chet HaEgel, the bowing down to the golden calf. And afterwards, though, we read a very optimistic a description of how, despite all this, HaKadosh Baruch Hu didn't abandon us. HaKadosh Baruch Hu didn't now decide that because of the Chet HaEgel, which is like a form of like adultery in the language of the Midrashim. So Hashem doesn't say, you know what, I'm going to now swap you with another nation. You're not my chosen nation anymore. But what HaKadosh Baruch Hu does is he says, you'll always be my nation. I'm going to make a brit, a covenant with you. I'll give you a second set of tablets. This is the optimistic message of that is in the Parsha. Just pashut unbelievable. And after Hashem gives a set of second tablets to Moshe Rabbeinu, the Torah says a very, very strange pasuk. It says as follows: Vayomer, Hashem says, Hinei anochi koreit brit neged kol amcha eseh niflaot. Hashem says, behold, I'm going to seal a covenant with you. Before your entire people, I will make distinctions, such asher lo nivreu b'chol haaretz u'b'chol hagoyim. I'm going to make distinctions such as have never been created in the entire world and among all the nations, etc. This is what the pasuk says. And the Ramban, Nachmanides, and others ask, what miracles, what distinctions are we speaking about that that now after this second covenant, what are we speaking about that wasn't there beforehand? What miracle do we see after the second covenant that wasn't beforehand? Did we see a Kriyat Yamsuf? Did we see a Matan Torah, which everyone was zocher to prophecy? What great miracle was there that wasn't there beforehand? That's what the Ramban says. So the Ramban, not Aviyah, but Parshat Azinu, he goes into this in more elaboration, and I'd like to explain as follows. You know that after the destruction of the first temple, so the prophets, the Gemara Masechet Yuma said that the prophets cease saying in their tefillah, in their davening, that Hashem is Akel HaGadol HaGibor VaNorah. They didn't say that Hashem is mighty. They didn't say that He's awesome, because as people who are true people, they couldn't come and bring themselves to say this praise, because they said, how could it be that the Babylonians are now they are dancing in the ruins of the Beit HaMikdash? So where's God's awesomeness? Where's God's greatness? The Jewish people are scattered to all the corners of the earth. There's a total destruction of the Jewish people. So where's the fact that Hashem's mighty? So they in the immediate they stop saying Hakel HaGadol HaGibor VaNorah. They stop saying it. Hashem's not awesome anymore. The Gemara then explains that Anshe Knesset HaGdolah, that great body of 120 leaders, there were also prophets among them, that basically brought about a spiritual restoration to the Second Commonwealth. So they instituted to say, once again, Hakel HaGadol HaGibor VaNorah. And on what basis? So the Gemara says, they said as follows. Imagine that just imagine it. This is a true parable. Imagine that there's 70 wolves surrounding one sheep. How does it survive? So they said, how is it possible that there's 70 nations of the world? They surround the Jewish people with absolutely who helpless, like a sheep. They're not in their country, they're scattered, their Beit HaMikdash has been destroyed, there's hardly any more Nevuah. So how do they survive? So that, the Gemara says, that is the hidden miracle of the Jewish people. And that's what the Ramban says is happening over here. Hashem says, I'm making a covenant to you. And this covenant is going to be that there's going to be a miracle that is far superior to anything that I showed the people until now. Till now, there was open miracles. Now, the survival of the Jewish people against all odds. How do we explain it? It's like 70 wolves who are now surrounding a sheep. How do they survive? This is the covenant that Hashem said. And this is the miracle that of the survival of the Jewish people, where they say, Hakel HaGadol HaGibor VaNorah, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu, might, His awesomeness, is there in such a hidden way that the Jewish people survive against all odds.